Hey, what's up, guys and dolls? So, yeah, yesterday I was out and about. Um, Went over about 40 minutes away to a town I used to frequent quite often, but I haven't been to in a good little while. But yeah, this town happens to hold my little hole in the wall comic shop where I get my subscriptions from. Well, much to the almost dismay of myself and the owner of the comic shop. I haven't picked up my subscription since like August or September last year. Just like I got laid off last year, money got tight. I've been busy as crap with school and stuff. So yeah, I finally got over there yesterday. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get my subscriptions. There's probably gonna be a crap ton of them, but whatever, cool. So I get there and he was really excited to see me. um, yeah, I spent almost $100 on subscriptions. I only have two titles, Superman and Action Comics, but I had enough books piled up that the total was 80 something, like 84 something or other, 85 something or other, some change, you know. And then the other like $13 that was left over went to Adriel, and he bought some Pokemon cards. So, but woo, big reveal. Now I know I said I'm only subscribed to the two titles, but I read the first 5 issues of Flash Rebirth, and I have been waiting 5 months to read issue 6. I am loving this Godspeed character, this new speedster villain. He is freaking cool. Look at that. I love that suit. The white and gold, that is so freaking cool. It's like so different than anything we've seen before from the speedsters. Just absolutely dig it. In this issue, call him Death, call him Godspeed. Yeah, he's brutal. But in this issue, they finally reveal who he is, which, you know, for me has been very long awaited. You know, because this came out. It's solicited for November 2016, and they always seem to come out earlier than their dates. So this hit either August or September. Because I have books right now that I picked up that are new that are solicitations for April. I think I might even have one May. So they're like ahead of the game. I don't know if they do that just in case something goes wrong. But yeah, I waited so long to read this. I read it last night. It's the only one out of this giant stack I've read. I picked this up off the shelf too. I did at one point try to subscribe to Flash for Rebirth, and I don't know. I was standing right there. He's like, "There we go, all done." And next time I picked up my subs, I didn't have a single Flash book, so something got messed up. Although he did have a bunch of Flash books on the shelves, which is weird because it's a small shop and he doesn't keep a lot on the shelves. So I'm curious if he typed it in the wrong spot. I was like, sign me up for Flash, and he signed it up for him, like the shop, to receive it, because he had that. Like I said, I got this off the shelf, and I was gonna get more, but he was missing a few. Like he had 6, but not 7. But then he had 8. But then I think like not 9, and then 10, 11, and 12, all the way up to like 18 or something. And so yeah, I'm thinking that might be as a result of him botching my wanting to subscribe to Flash. So yeah, I had to hunt down those first 5 issues myself online or whatever to get them, which was a pain in the ass because that first issue of Rebirth like shot right up. You could not find it for cover price anywhere unless you wanted like a third or fourth printing, and I do not. I want my first prints always. So, yeah. I'm a little late, obviously, but if you guys haven't checked this out, you haven't seen this little Godspeed, it's not done either. A lot of times these stories end after 5, 6 books because that's like it wraps the story. You get the climax and everything, and that's like how long a volume is. But this book ends. Godspeed reveals himself, and this book ends with Barry getting his arse handed to him. So yeah, definitely a lot more Godspeed to come. I'm pretty excited, although it's gonna suck trying to find all these single issues that are kind of old now. So, all right, let's get that out of the way. These are my actual subscriptions, which I think I'm actually missing one. If I remember correctly, I'm missing a book. Is it these guys? 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, annual. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, that's not the one. And it's Action Comics that I am missing something from. Yeah. Here's the covers for these. Also, the last issue I've read of Superman was number 5. And I was only 5 issues into Action Comics as well. So, obviously, look at that. That's all Superman. I am behind my reads. So I'm pretty excited to have this massive stack of books. This is pretty interesting. Escape from Dinosaur Island Part 1. Gonna be like some Kong type stuff going on or something. Pretty interested. Apparently it's only a 2-part deal though. Ends with this one. We've got Superman like punching dinosaurs and stuff. Some guy with guns. Like I have no clue what's going on at all in any of these books or even currently, because not having been getting them, I've been purposefully avoiding everything too. Ruben, you sent me those DC Rebirth catalog things. I was like, I'm going to read these. And then I was like, no, actually I'm not yet, because I don't want to know anything I don't need to know until I need to know it. You know what I know? No, but seriously, like yeah. I've been avoiding spoilers hardcore so that all of these books will be nice little surprises. Oh, here's a new one, another little 2-parter, In the Name of the Father, Part 1. Pretty curious what that's about. There's the second half. And then, I don't know what's going on. They seem to be doing a lot of mini stories, 2-parter, 3-parters, and then a couple stories in between, like this one. See, there's that one issue in between, and we get to this super monster, which is only a single issue, and then we get to this thing, which I'm also super curious about because it seems to be touching multiple lines, and it's this multiplicity Part 1. We've got all these different Supermen, Red Sun, Earth 23, Girl, looks like Bizarro back there. Very cool. Very curious what's going on here with this multiplicity. Okay, seriously. Too many books. Lay them down like that. So Multiplicity Part 1. Multiplicity. Look, he's got a bunny that has a cape and cowl type thing. I'm going to say it again. Pretty curious what's going on. Multiplicity. And here we have every Superman ever, and I believe Captain Carrot is his name or something like that. But all these different Supermen going after whoever that dude is. I'm not sure. Then we get to this book, which again is just a single book. It's called Dark Harvest at the top. What monster lurks in Dead Man's Swamp? I don't know. I guess I'm going to find out. And then we get to this book, Superman Reborn, Part 1. So yeah, they're doing a lot of mini stories and a lot of I guess what I would probably consider single filler issues, I don't know. Sometimes those single issues have a contained story that has nothing to do with what's been going on in the books, in this the whatever arc they were telling before or whatever arc is coming up after. It's literally filler, just like we get the TV shows, all of them. Flash, all the DC TV shows, and the Marvel too, all the hero-related shows, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., your Legion, X-Men shows, whatever. They all have episodes that really pertain to and progress the big overall arc of the season. You think of Flash, you think of Season 1, you think of Reverse Flash, and that whole arc, and all of that unfolding and discovering and figuring out what the hell's going on. But then you had, little episodes, little like villains of the week that, you know, were just there to kind of entertain. And maybe at like the end of the episode there'd be a little tidbit that pertained to like the big overall arc. But yeah, there's fillers everywhere. There's always going to be fillers. So, Action Comics. This is what right here. 963, 965. I actually need to write that down right now while I'm thinking about it so I can email him. Because I didn't go through the books. I was in a hurry. And, but he was like, yeah, if you're missing any, then, just, you know, call me or email me and we'll get that to you. So, yeah, I am missing issue 964 of Action Comics, which is sad because that means I can read one issue of that. But luckily, I got this giant pile. So, I'll probably end up reading all through the Superman before the Action Comics. But, again, another little two-part story. There's been this thing going on. Classic Superman is back, who's married to Lois and has a child. New 52 Superman is dead, much to the happiness of many people, I'm sure. Not myself. I quite enjoyed New 52 Superman. I liked that younger, arrogant Superman a little bit. It was cool. But, yeah, ever since all that crap went down, there's, like, we have Superman, but there's a freaking Clark Kent just, like, hanging out. And people are like, what the hey? So, yeah, pretty curious to see what's up with this other Clark or whatever. You can see it's called Superman Meet Clark Kent, Part 1. Obviously, 964 is Part 2, and that's it, because the next book after that is Lois Lane, Back at the Planet, Part 1. And I believe that's only a 2-part thing. Yep, and then we get Men of Steel, which is going to be some more headbutting between Luthor and Superman. Super Luthor, if you will. It's been pretty interesting having him join the League and all that. Men of Steel, some more. Oh, it looks like this one's going to be a longer one. There's a Lex in chains. That's pretty cool. Men of Steel. Oh. Seems about right. Ooh, this is thick, too. Seems about right. They're at odds, and then some greater threat shows up that they have to work together to defeat. Oh, wow. And here we still have more. Men of Steel. The Trial of Lex Luthor. Oh, it just keeps going. Men of Steel. Luthor. Guilty. Men of Steel. The Last Battlefield. And that's it. Wow, so that's... Whoa. Just took the camera out, guys. Okay, we got... Get that Lois out of the way here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6-part little series, that Men of Steel. Cool. I like longer stories, so I'm very excited to read that. And Action Comics has been killing it. The Superman title's been, like, fun, but Action Comics has been great so far in Rebirth. I'm loving it. Mild-Mannered, Part 1, The Secret Identity of Clark Kent. Okay, so maybe this is going to be, like, some more of that, like, who is this other Clark Kent guy? Or maybe he's dead by now. Who knows? Oh, wait, nope. There's that Clark Kent, and there's Superman, who apparently is shooting him with lasers. Yeah, like, see, like, just this cover, like, what the hell is going on here? It makes me very curious and want to read it. And then, oh, cool. Supersized anniversary issue. Plus bonus story. That's super awesome, but I didn't even realize this is Superman Reborn Part 2. So Superman Reborn, apparently, is going to cross over a couple lines. And you can see here we got Lex, Metallo, my boy Doomsday, Parasite. I'm guessing that's Bizarro. And I'm not sure what that is behind Parasite, if that's just part of nothing. Right there, that little thing. It looks like a head, kind of, but I don't know. A weird head. But yeah, that's cool. Bonus story and everything. Huh. I will look forward to reading that. Actually, I'm going to look forward to reading that Superman Reborn. I'm curious, the whole Reborn aspect. And also how it crosses over at least both Action Comics and the Superman title. Hopefully it doesn't cross over anything else, because I don't subscribe to anything else. It was like my when they did the Doomsday run again for New 52, I had to buy a few books that I know. Like at that time, I was subscribed to Batman, Superman, and Action Comics. So I got, and it spanned all those stories, so, or all those titles. I mean, that series, that Superman Doomed, is like 18 issues or something. It's a huge story. Crosses over with, I think, 4 titles. And that's what I was getting to. I was subscribed to those 3 where it mainly took place, but there was 2 or 3 issues of Supergirl that also tied into it that I ended up having to buy because I had to have it. I had to have the whole story, and yeah. So, yep, $100 damn near worth of pickups from my little hole-in-the-wall comic shop. I didn't even get to look through the dollar bins. He's got like 30,000 plus comics. He buys like the long boxes at like auctions and stuff, and he doesn't go through them usually, so you can find some really cool and potentially rare and valuable stuff for a damn dollar. I love it, and I wish, after having not been there in 5 months, I really wish I could have gone through those yesterday, but since I gave a little money to the baby bow, I didn't have anything else to spend on it. So yeah, I was hoping it was gonna be like $50. I was like, hopefully I'm not gonna drop $100 on the comics, but almost. But it's a weight off my shoulders. I'm glad to pick that up, and now he ain't freaking out, worrying about me. Like, oh my god, this dude ain't ever gonna pick up his subs again. So, yep, wow, holy crap, 16 minutes. Let me get the heck out of here. Alright, you guys. I think this is my first one ever, maybe. I don't know if I've done a comic pickup video, so hopefully I'm gonna stay on top of my subs, and we'll be seeing these more frequently. Having to drive about an hour or 40 minutes or whatever, depends on traffic too. I don't go down there every week. I like to go probably like once a month at the end of the month and get, a few books, make it worth my time, so worth the gas. So yeah, you guys could probably look forward to these a little more regularly. So I hope so. I don't want to have to go pick up my subscriptions in a giant chunk again in 5 months. And yeah. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. You know I do. And until next time, keep on rocking.